Jury's still out on pretty much every single character here. So we're going to have iStudying versus Polito, a Snake player. And he is from Sweden?
I believe that is...
I've been wrong on the flags like twice this weekend, so I've just stopped guessing.
I'm an embarrassment for Europe because I'm horrible at flags. Yeah, that is Sweden.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
You
Just
got it.
making
You got
sure,
it,
man.
Max. I shouldn't have doubted you. That's what I'm saying.
At least some of us Americans aren't that ignorant, all right, bro?
Dude, the last time I was in America, I asked them, do you know what the Netherlands is? And I showed them a map, and they just
Oh, come
didn't
on.
know.
All right. Well,
that hurts me on a deeper level, you know what I mean?
See, at least I could show you that.
There you go. Here we go. iStudying already using one of those B tricks at the start of the game to bounce off of that platform. Really cheeky right there. The forward throw, definitely a big buff on that as well. It is a kill move if you DI'd wrong. And if you DI'd right, he can actually down throw the forward air combo you. So it's a 50-50 by the ledge. Don't get grabbed is what I'm trying to say. That grab by Greninja also still strong. Dash grab got nerfed a little bit, but the pivot grab is huge. One of the best, if not the best pivot grab in the game right now.
And man, that forward air buff is so visible too. You can just see the sword's huge now. It looks like he holds it less close to his body and wants to extend his arms a little bit more. We've got the C3 explosive, by the way, the butterfly.
Yeah, there it is.
All right. Looks like iStudying is just smothering Polito a little bit too much. And that C4 is going to time out soon, so be careful, Snake.
Yeah,
be
someone
careful.
is going to get blown up by that C4 without knowing what's happening. And it looks like it's going to be Polito. If anyone's... He parried it!
That was fresh. That was fresh.
Yeah, that was sick. Holy moly, iStudying on some other shit. Look at that forward air coming through into the grenade explosion, and the juggle is live. Landing on the platform, but not with a grenade in hand. Definitely not what you want to see coming out here. Down throw into the grenade, getting that double damage, and a lot of damage coming out from Polito here in general. Look at that, the forward tilt, and he's almost ahead. Considering the situation, you might even say that he's taking the lead, but the down tilt to forward air, iStudying, finding that kill, not staling his roll, so he can use it to turn around that situation right there.
So he can act out of that bounce?
Yeah. You can jump out of that bounce.
Interesting. Okay.
So it is still limiting, but it is going to allow him to get more movement, and that is a big deal in this game.
And man, Polito even that up in a big way on the first stock, but Snake, a character who definitely struggles to get in, to approach, right? When you're moving in at him, he's so scary. Oh, okay, and when you get the parries.
And that is definitely a strong counter versus a slow forward air like that.
Yep. Just like we were saying about Ike, right? You can parry a lot of things on reaction from that character. Same could be said about Greninja's forward air.
Yep. There's the platform pressure. Another parry coming out. Polito telling iStudying, you cannot autopilot your pressure. You need to mix up the timings if you want to break through my defenses. And he dropped his shield right there.
Possibly a parry attempt yet again.
Possibly, but not the wisest right there. Polito going to drop his second stock a little bit early, I would say. And those, actually just notice those shurikens are going to trigger the grenades that are lying on the ground. Big deal right there.
Yeah, that is very tough for Snake to deal with as well, especially because the full shuriken will just penetrate his shield.
Right,
it's not
exactly.
Gonna interact with it. Or it will interact, but it won't stop.
And here we see that neutral B, that camp game coming out from iStudying. No reason to force an approach here, just trying to force Snake to start moving and then intercept that movement. And that's exactly what iStudying is trying to do. Saw that dash attack? That's him trying to intercept Snake before Snake is where he wants to be.
Got the nair to up smash, but only the weak hit.
Up tilt, drag down, jab lock into the forward smash. Nice damage right there. iStudying on fire.
On water right now.
On water, there you go.
He's swimming.
Yeah, he's not trying to drown in this pool. He's definitely gonna make it out into the big boy bracket. Look at that, the up air and the grenade is gonna negate that knockback for a little bit. Up tilt attempts coming out from Polito, but even if they hit, they would not kill at these percents yet. The counter coming out on the grenade would have been cheeky, would have been cute, but Polito got hit by the grenade himself. Actually gonna grab release into the grenade himself. Gonna get a lot of damage here. But making great use of those trades, but can he afford to make those?
Okay, I guess he can. Never mind.
The water swords.
Away from losing.
Liquid swords, just like that.
All right. There we go. iStudying, closing it out. What looked like fairly back and forth until the end of the second stock ended up becoming a pretty solid advantage for everyone's favorite frog.
Definitely the changing, like the differentiating factor in that game was how good iStudying was at finding those kills. Because Greninja as a character can struggle to kill.
Yeah.
He has a lot of setups, but none of his setups are true.
How's his up throw in this game? Any stronger or weaker?
Basically the same.
Okay.
Which means it's not that strong. It's more of a crutch.
Right.
But as we've mentioned before, if he grabs you by the edge, if he grabs you over the ledge, especially, you DI out for the down throw, you get killed by the forward throw. You DI in for the forward throw, you get killed by the down throw.
Right.
So it is a 50-50.
Here's my beefy answer to that. Hold in. Down throw has a slower animation. If you see it, react and hold out.
Yeah, I don't know if that's... It is barely reactable, I do believe, but it's pretty rough to pull off for as far as I know.
Yeah, you have to have the foresight, right? You have to be aware of the fact that it's probably coming to be able to switch your DI up on the fly
here
like that.
we see Polito changing to Fox.
Not a bad pick in this game, so I hear.
Not at all. We saw a lot of Foxes coming out from Let's Make Moves. What was it? ZD, Light, and Larry? Yep.
Yeah.
Triple Foxes in the top 3.
And of course,
Polito,
Light winning NYXL.
Yeah. Light looking extremely strong right there. But Polito as well. Decent showing right here. 50% on iStudying. Good hitboxes on Fox. Obviously going to make it a lot easier to contest with Greninja. Snake is a little bit more of a tricky character. You know, you gotta set up scenarios and make the most out of them. Fox, a lot more straightforward. He wants to hit you with those big metal feet. Are they still metal, or is that retcon?
I think they're still metal. I don't know if they've ever said anything to retcon it, but it sounds way cooler if they are. So we'll just go with that. Fox
and
fire
off the kicks, and there is the water from the up B. Gonna douse that Fire Fox and send Polito right into the blast zone with the up smash side hit. Extremely nice by iStudying.
Yeah, not a bad start by any means, but of course, neutral air to up smash territory has been reached. And I don't know if we're going to see Polito fiend for it too much. I like the grab, but just building damage with pummels, no throw at all.
Yeah, you can actually see your opponent when he's about to release flashing yellow. Polito, his mind games were on point because he got that kill. He pretty much evened up the game right here.
He definitely mixed me up because I'm not sure what the hell he was going for with those pummels.
So yeah. Dude, the best thing to do is to mix up yourself.
Yeah,
how can your opponent read you if you don't even know what you're doing?
Right, that's why I mash my face. I roll my face all over the controller when I play.
I do that when I get down thrown by Snake.
Yeah, no, it works.
For sure.
It works, yeah.
Just. So here you see iStudying, nice little juggle right there. 76% on Polito. Polito really has to make something happen. Really needs to get the momentum going here if he once again wants to even up this game, because iStudying, he's looking on water. He's swimming. There it is.
There we go, catching the air dodge to the ground. iStudying's frame traps, man, something that has only gotten better in the transfer into Ultimate.
That forward smash stronger, no more dead zone. A little bit faster, it almost feels like. Extremely good punish move right there coming out by iStudying.
Oh, the drop through in air, but of course he's going to need a lot more than that to make up for this deficit that he's got. Polito fighting from behind constantly, but I don't know. What he showed in that Snake matchup is that he's got great parries. He has good strings when he gets them going. It's just a matter of getting that one opening, and you got to tech. There we go.
That's not an easy move to tech. A little bit of a weird delay after that back air hit, but Polito on point, gonna make it happen, and he's still in this game. The weak hit in there, extremely potent tool for Fox in this game, and that could have been an up smash because that does hit on the platforms in this game.
It does.
But Polito not going for that in this stage of the game.
He's just looking for those neutral airs now, but iStudying says, I got those too.
Look at that back air, once again gonna get teched, and the Firefox gonna hit. Bigger hitbox on that, and the jab. A little bit of a boxing jab in this game because he holds his arms closer to his face, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like the animation change, very, very cool.
And the range nerf. I'm sure you like that too if you don't play Fox.
That's the best part of the change, of course.
Just gonna forward throw him away. Oh, Polito forced into the directional air dodge.
Actually, the Firefox beating out the Greninja back air right there. That buffed hitbox coming in clutch. Polito still in this. iStudying playing it easy, playing it slow. The nair pressure into jab, but iStudying just not feeling pressured at all. Polito, unfortunately, going to take that loss, but some close calls and a lot of moments of brilliance, but overall just a little bit too unpolished.
Yeah, and we saw, the fight between two very mobile characters.
Yeah.
Good confirms off their aerials, right? But at the end of the day, looks like iStudying just had, one, the knowledge advantage, and two, just overall more solid gameplay, right?
Very, very clean.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. We saw a lot of little errors coming out from Polito. We saw the grab releases a little bit off.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about, man, but it was hype.
The tech chase up smash on the platform, in my opinion, that would definitely have been the right call, because he needed to make the play there if he wanted to get back into the game, right? And that tech chase up smash would have definitely been the play that he needed. Instead of going for a little bit of a weird nair, back air, something like that, not quite what he wanted there. Overall, just Greninja, just Dennis, just iStudying, pulling through with some clean punishes, clean tech chases, good combos, good neutral. Overall, just looking at like a very well-rounded player.
Living up to the name, man. Very well studied, very polished, as you said. Yeah, big fan of that guy. And of course, his legendary run 3 years ago now at Beast 6 still is just like at the top of my mind every time I think of him. So we'll see if he can bring it back.
Yeah, such greatness from the Greninja player right there. And he was one of the first people to really show us what Greninja is capable of. And after that, we saw Venya doing better and better. We saw the Japanese Greninjas coming over for Frostbite, putting in a lot of work, especially Some. And then eventually, a little bit later than that, we saw Stroder on the rise as well, all while studying and Lek Chao as well. Both have been holding down the character in Europe. So,
yeah, I'd say Greninja a fairly European character. And very Japanese as well. You know, that high tech ceiling.
It's funny because the Netherlands, we have a saying for our country. We call it ourselves a cold frog country, which in Dutch sounds a lot better. It's Koud Kikkerland. Sounds very Germanic, I know. But we call ourselves a cold frog country. And during Smash 4, we had like 6 Greninja mains, out of which like 4 were legitimate threats.
Wow, okay.
So we live up to the name, I guess.
Yeah, for real.
A lot of Greninjas coming out of Europe, and a lot of talented ones as well.
And speaking of talent, we have some talent on and off the sticks in C5 from the Beefy Smash Dudes.
From the Beefy Smash Dudes.
Coming up to the stage. And I'm not sure who his opponent is, but...
I like the sweater. That's the pastel. That's it.
Oh, yeah, dude, the Pastel Prince, man. I'm rocking the Grayscale God right now.
The Grayscale God and the Pastel Prince. I mean, I'm not entirely pastel today, but I'm close enough. Got the Sailor Moon pins rocking here.
No color in my outfit other than the Korean lettering on my jacket.
It's good that you're calling that Korean, because I was 90% expecting you to be an ignorant American calling it Chinese or Japanese or something like that.
Come on, man.